Welcome back to GearCheckGames. This is the 9th installment of Metroid Zero Mission. My name is Trey. Again, I am joined by Dan, Trent, and Joe.
Hello.
See, I went backwards that time.
The 9th installment
There's
in
an
the
order.
epic saga of Samus Aran.
Yeah, see, there isn't an order. In fact, this is the first one we recorded.
Oh. We're recording the series in reverse order.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
Learned that trick from George Lucas.
Bold.
My alter ego.
Oh yeah. He does in fact look like a young George Lucas.
It's scary, man.
Oh, yeah.
If we ever do face reveals on this channel, like, you guys will be surprised.
So, what are we doing today, Trey?
Today's mission is... last time we defeated the ghost. The ghosty goo. Why am I saving? I just did this. We defeated the ghost, we got all of our upgrades, so now we're on the warpath to go to the final boss.
The final boss.
Yeah, the final boss.
Boy,
Final.
if it was worthy of usurping Mother Brain, then it must be a pretty spectacular final boss, right, guys?
It's the best boss. It's the biggest boss.
I mean,
Yeah,
Not true.
some might say he's too big.
too big.
The space pirates have the best bosses.
I mean, they have all of the bosses. Except for the, wildlife, but even then...
Yeah, except
I
for
was about to say
like
Metroid
that
2.
moth guy.
Oh yeah, he was
Mothman.
natural.
Mm.
That's his name. His name is all natural.
all natural.
I thought you said his name was Mothman.
Is this the only part of the game with water? Oh wait, no, there's water in Criteria.
Yeah.
But okay, I was trying to think, because like there's no water in the original Metroid. There's lava, but like you can't explore it. So I don't think they put any water in the areas of that are shared between Zero Mission and Metroid 1.
So I'm trying to do a speed booster thing here that I don't have to because I already climbed this corridor.
Oh yeah, you
just
can
wanted
see, that's a trick I've not been able to master,
Shine Spark?
storing up another Shine Spark by sliding up a ramp like that.
Yeah.
Well, this area that Trey's in, if you've noticed, there's quite a few ramps, strangely enough.
Yeah.
There is a secret bit of treasure that you can grab with the speed booster by chaining together, I think it's 5 Shine Sparks.
Oh.
Yeah.
So-
Simple as that, folks.
So this is the first part of the game where you learn that the gravity suit makes you immune to lava.
Mm-hmm.
Because they
All lava.
just throw you right into it.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure in Super it was the same way. But there was one color of lava that you still could get hurt by, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, in Super, I may have mentioned this earlier, but in Super, the function of the Varia and gravity suits were reversed, where lava was the less deadly one and acid was the one that you never get resistance to. Whereas in this one, the
yeah.
Varia suit protects you from acid and the gravity suit protects you from lava.
Yeah.
Because in Super
Weird.
Metroid, the acid was an environmental hazard in Turian, and only in Turian.
Oh,
Yeah,
treasure.
because in that game you get the
Treasure.
gravity suit way earlier than you do in this one.
And additionally,
So I do...
I was just going to say, of note, with the plasma beam now and the fully upgraded suit, Trey's now able to turn the tides on the space pirates that were doing a massive amount of damage to him earlier, and blast
Oh,
him real
yeah.
quick. But they still do pack-a-punch themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as
Yep.
displayed.
There's evidence here.
Yeah, it's like I'm strong, but I'm not immune.
I always thought that was weird in this part, because like we mentioned, this part is supposed to be your big comeback, but the pirates still you still got to be on your toes, and I guess that makes sense from a level design perspective, but it's still
Yeah.
there's just space pirates. I thought the only reason they were so damaging was because Samus literally had no protection from them before.
I mean,
It's like I feel like they would be formidable with an exosuit or not, because they're literally shooting lasers
yeah,
at you.
any species that biologically has evolved to shoot lasers out of their hands, I'm going to be a little scared of, not going to lie.
Yeah.
Like,
Pansies.
So-
like they are apex predators in every sense of the word.
Yeah.
They kind of remind me of the
So-
Pokemon Scizor.
Scizor is
Yeah.
I know, man. That's like one of my... That might be my favorite design. Scizor or, like, Donphan.
Man, of the two
Two
steel
just
bug
opposite
boys.
sides of the spectrum.
Of the two steel bug boys from Gen 2, my heart still goes out to Fortress.
Oh, yeah. Can't say a bad word about Fortress.
I love how that guy's hiding from you now.
Yeah,
And you
in the
murdered
spot that
him in
you-
cold blood.
in the spot that you hit at earlier in the
Yeah.
game.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he didn't deserve to die, but at this point, Samus is bloodthirsty.
Yeah. She's gonna eradicate the space pirates like she eradicated the Metroids.
Yeah, they're a plague on the galaxy. They need to be killed.
Wow.
Is Samus the real bad guy in this story?
I mean, we'll get into those topics in Fusion.
Oh
See,
boy.
they think she's an anomaly because she can go through tubes, but she thinks they're a curse.
Speaking of tubes, that glass hallway you just passed through, I understand that's where you need to use a power bomb to escape from the mothership and like revisit
Yeah.
all the puzzles you couldn't clear before
Correct.
because you didn't have the final 3 suit expansions.
Correct.
Hmm.
And additionally, the astute of you will notice that is a callback to Super Metroid, where you also
Yeah.
bomb a glass tube.
Yeah,
Oh.
to get into Meridia.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh.
not these guys.
And introduction.
Yeah, that's our first encounter.
And
Now trade.
they are the true boss of Sears Mission.
Yeah. Those are the dark
Yeah,
pirates.
the two you gotta fight like right before you get in the escape ship. Oof.
Yeah.
We'll be meeting them shortly.
I did a test playthrough of this game with my friend before we started this commentary, and that was like our roadblock. We could not beat those two guys for whatever reason. You know what it was? He was playing, and he just didn't want to collect expansions.
Ugh.
So we
Oh.
barely had any missiles, and we barely had any energy tanks. It was like, oh, it's
Wait.
useless.
I mean, no, it's not.
Does your friend like to punish himself? Is he like a was that
This is mad.
Is he a
flagellator?
Dark Souls player?
Right?
Yes,
Oh yeah, he's the one
that's
that
the one.
introduced you.
That's
to-
the one. That's what we're playing right now. Actually, hi Mike. Thank you for watching.
I'm a
You sadist.
fan. I'm also a Dark Souls player.
Oh yeah, so I get kind of lost because I'm trying to find some pickups before I go to the final boss. Because there are quite a few pickups in the mothership.
Yeah,
And here's our friend the Gonk droid.
And they're
Mhm.
The Gonk droid.
Although I,
making an
So,
encore
I-
appearance from Super.
So I have a couple theories about the Gonk droids and the reference to the sunken ship in Super. So is this ship canonically the ship that is crashed in Super?
That would make sense.
Because there's the security bots, there's the Gonk droids, and there's a bunch of just undead things.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Well, I
Maybe
guess
it's the case,
the-
though-
Those little molecule-looking things are also in the ship in Super.
Yep.
I might be
But
thinking
they're,
of
like,
something
in
else,
glass
but
chambers.
I feel like I've heard somebody say like, "Oh, it looks like it's the wrecked ship, but it's actually not."
I mean,
Kind of like how in Prometheus, like that ship looked just
Oh,
like the
God.
ship from Alien, but it wasn't for no reason.
Don't get me started on Prometheus.
Okay,
and
back to Metroid then.
I don't remember Prometheus and
they're
Bob.
the same IP, right?
Yeah,
Crap, he's
yeah,
right.
they're the quote-unquote prequels to the Alien franchise,
That's my headcanon now.
which I guess tangentially inspired Metroid, so they are
No,
relevant.
that's what I meant. I was saying is, back to Metroid. It's the same IP, right?
Oh, I would like that. Oh god, there he is, the Dark
Yeah,
Boy,
these guys.
and they're
are-
immune to
Dark
their buddies'
Boy.
lasers.
The biggest
What if,
issue about them is
um,
you can't freeze them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just had a thought about the Gonk droids. What if that's not actually a
Little feet
droid?
skittering around.
It's just a space pirate hiding inside like an overturned trash can. What if
They're
you
all
could
named
like
Warwick.
find those and put them on yourself for like stealth?
I
Like
would
the-
love
They
that.
should have done
Like the
that in the
bucket.
Zero Suit section. That would have been hilarious.
Like the bucket in Metal Gear 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Where
Gives you in
Snake just puts on a bucket and then she's got like little legs sticking out of the bucket and walking
I
around.
should kind of cut in here for a second. That is another one of the small changes that hard mode made. They did block off certain save rooms, so that white door that Trey was unable to open is cutting out one of the save rooms in between the previous one and the final boss.
That's nasty.
Yeah. Yeah, I was wondering. Also, look how low my health is for this entire section.
You are on the ropes, dude. Hang in there.
Like, there's a reason I'm playing real cautious
and
now.
So additionally, I kind of also kind of want to point out there. So despite the fact that the Metal Pirates are a massive threat to you, this is a Game Boy game, and their AI is a bit lackluster.
Oh, they're dumb.
And so you were able to cheese that one out because he couldn't find a way to climb up.
Yeah, I watched a speedrun the other day, and the final room where the escape pods are, you can get those guys to just stick on a ledge and shoot them to death, and they'll never move.
Yep, which
it's really
it
entertaining.
is. It's also really cathartic of the number of times that going from casual playthroughs where those guys are really rough and tumble to just I can just abuse you and have no problem with it.
Why am I going backwards? I don't know what I'm doing.
I mean,
here.
looking for treasure.
Why not?
Looking for treasure. This is part of the
Because it's
plan.
Metroid,
Yeah.
Trey. It's all about the backtracking.
I'm trying to get to the upper part of the ship.
You're probably also going back for a health pickup, a health refill.
Oh, that's probably true. Yeah, because it's been like a month and a half
We're
since I
heading towards
recorded
the
this.
save room.
Yeah.
But you gotta make it...
Oh,
No!
That was some BS.
Oh.
Yeah, the fact
Well,
that
it really isn't. It really is a remake of Metroid 1, being killed by an enemy going through a door.
Yeah, the fact.
God,
I just love the gradually speeding up the save room music every time you die and respawn.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I go back for some of the treasures because I'm like, well, I gotta get them again. Oh yeah, so the Gonk droids, I found out in that speedrun, you can just missile them and they'll move faster.
Yeah, that's
it was
what I
the same
do.
way in Super.
Yeah. I don't know why I didn't do that.
Because it's not explained. It's never explained.
I'm not an expert,
And particularly for those wondering why Trey's not going through the yellow door, which would be, a faster route, he does not have power bombs yet. And they are power bomb doors.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, the power bombs are kind of like the holy grail in this game. You don't get them until like the very end.
Very.
Yeah, till right before the final boss.
Mhm.
Yeah, here's a dark guy.
No.
So
Just run, Trey. It's not worth it.
I know. I'm being an idiot.
Now you gotta fight his brother.
Yeah, at least they're not the gold ones that are immune.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, like in Fusion.
Yeah.
There were some pretty tough
I think
ones in... Fusion and Super had some
Yeah,
pretty
they're actually
nasty
both
pirates.
gold versions of the
Yeah.
pirates.
Yeah.
And I do have to
like they're
say
doing
that
you
I
a
enjoy
mercy.
the fusion ones a bit more because they are a bit easier to deal with.
Gotta go fast.
Trey, I need to show you how to crop out these backgrounds.
No, man, it adds to it.
It's part of the charm. The humble
I didn't go to art
simplicity.
school.
So you know the Metroid timeline.
Mm-hmm.
You know how Zelda kind of split off at Ocarina of Time into 3 separate timelines? We talked about that in Wind Waker. I don't know if that's gone up yet at this point. But do you think the Metroid timeline splits off at Super Metroid? There's a timeline for saving the animals and a timeline for not saving the animals?
Yeah, if you save the animals, it takes you to Fusion. If you let them die, it takes you to Other M.
Oh god.
As punishment.
I was gonna ask, what do you think what do you think? Do you think Samus changed after not save
After
the
the-
animals timeline? Samus is different from save the animals timeline. Samus.
That's why.
She's just jaded and hates life.
That's why she's so guilt-ridden in that game.
Yeah.
And yeah, because Other M is just like Metroid Fusion minus the animals.
Huh.
Wait, they're not there at all?
No, they're not. Okay, there are animals in Other M, but not
There are no more animals left in the universe.
not my animals.
So can Nintendo canon, it goes Super Other M Fusion,
Yeah.
right?
God.
So she wouldn't even meet the aliens, the animals again until Fusion.
Yep.
Right. What were they doing all that time?
This is making my my head hurt, and because we're thinking of other M's, so I do want to reiterate that I enjoy all of the backgrounds in this game. Like, very.
Oh yeah, this one
interesting.
reminds me of Prime 2.
This one reminds me of Contra.
I think I'm going for a save room because I'm at 99 health right now, which is
God, all these
Probably a good idea.
all these
You
video games.
wisened up this time. You shot behind you when you came into the room.
yeah.
Because, see, this is why they blocked off that save room, is to make it a longer trek to this one. And it is, it's a little rough.
This one's literally right under the final boss.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he cannot go quite into the final boss just yet, because as we said earlier, he still needs power bombs.
Yeah, we don't have the power.
And
Power
speaking
bombs.
Oh, there it is.
Speaking of power bombs.
That's another one where even if you use hacks, you can't. Even if you use hacks and kill that space pirate, that sprite's just kind of attached to the space pirate.
Well, that's inconvenient.
Get
All right,
cheesed.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the hardest part is getting back up and out of this.
Yeah. I mean, once you have the power bomb, you can just kill the dudes that come through the door.
Oh, we'll see the hardest part with these lasers here in a bit. If Trey goes for a certain energy tank.
Ooh, I don't know if I do.
So thankfully,
That's okay.
I know
Good.
it's
Save yourself.
Thankfully, of the two Game Boy game Metroids, this one has the weaker of the two power bombs because it doesn't destroy your ears.
Oh yeah.
Because
Never forget.
Sadly.
whenever we get to Fusion, you will Trey's gonna have to do some editing with the volume, particularly in the later areas.
Yeah, turn it all the way up.
Yeah.
All the way up.
So is there just nothing in that other room?
No, there's something
I
in
can't
there.
imagine there's nothing
If,
in it.
a power bomb will reveal like a secret, but Trey's out of power
He
bombs,
doesn't
so
have a power
no
bomb.
dice.
Yeah. Because pickups give you
Yeah,
one.
instead of
Yeah.
don't normal pickups give you 2.
Mm-hmm.
It's either 2 or 5.
I don't
It's
think it's
2.
5. 5 sounds like too
Okay.
much.
That's
Yeah.
too generous.
I mean,
By the end of the game, you just got like 50 power bombs.
they are the final
Why
weapon.
can't I hold all these?
The final
Nothing to
hazard.
surpass Mother Brain.
Alrighty, so
Oh,
this was the block blocking the way to the final boss, and we are on the final trek.
It's a pretty
Yeah, this
airtight
is the-
defense system. A block.
It really is.
I mean, it was a tube. There, no other space pirate could enter that tube.
Yeah.
That's true. They're immune to tubes. Or allergic to tubes.
Well, no, they can crawl through the tubes.
I mean, when you think about it, isn't every obstacle just a block of some
Yes.
sort?
So,
That was a pun, wasn't it?
I
I don't know.
pause here. So, we open up next time with the boss!
Oh boy, in the grand finale.
I wonder who it is.
Oh, I can hardly
Yeah.
wait.
It'll be a good time.
Oh,
Stay tuned Thursday. It'll be a party.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.
peace.